people that just don't like us just because. Now, I consider myself as a pretty woman. I consider myself as a woman that's well put together. I am the kind of person that likes to do things according to the book. I like to do things, with organization, and it has to be structure, because I believe in this life without structure brings a lot of disorganization, a lot of cloudiness, a lot of mess. It brings a lot of stress. It just makes you feel like miserable in a lot of ways. Now, I have been seeing videos and TikToks about pretty privilege, but I really want to focus more on, I don't know, what do they call it? Is it pretty punishment? Is it pretty punishment? I don't really know the word verbatim, but I just felt like in my heart to speak on this topic and just talk on ways to deal with things like that. I have experienced a lot of pretty punishment. I used to see my beauty as a gift and a curse. There is ups and downs in being a woman who carries herself well. And in this world, you're going to find people that love it, and you're going to find people that don't like it. Now, the important thing is to know who you are in Christ and to believe what God says you are. You have to know that you're going to meet people who just don't like your light. They don't have a reason not to like it. It's just that you are an image of what they want to be, or what they always wanted to be but didn't know how to go about doing that. You're the image of what they would like to be in the workplace. I am that type of person. I go to work, I dress up, I look good, because at the end of the day, it makes me feel good. And not only that, I always have that personality, and the way I was brought up is you have to present yourself well. You have to look good, and not only look good, you have to feel good with it. I do believe when you look good and you feel good, it draws people to you. It makes people want to trust you. It makes people want to, come up to you and talk to you. It's easy for certain people to approach you. Now, you have those people who will bring negativity to your light or try to dim your light because they don't see why you get things easy. They think, oh, you got here because you're beautiful. Everyone thinks being a beautiful woman, it comes with a lot of perks. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you're going to have people who treat you a different way because you look a certain way, you talk a certain way, you make them look good. You know what I mean? Just having you around just gives them a type of light within. And I'm just speaking in experience. Now, we don't talk about the bad parts and the sad part of, being beautiful. You were created the way you were created because God created you that way. You can't change that because society sees you a certain way. Okay. I have always been that type of person that has never fit in a certain room. I've never really fit in a certain crowd. I've always stood out. I've always known that I had something in me that stands out from the crowd. It took me a while to appreciate being a beautiful woman. Not only that, if you're a beautiful woman that serves God and loves God and you actually speak life into people, oh my goodness. let me tell you, that can stir up a lot of people in a lot of ways. You're gonna really have to know who you truly are in God. You have to really not be shaken or easily shifted because somebody said this about you or somebody says that about you. Certain words, you shouldn't allow it to affect you at all. Okay? You have to like dissect it. Why are certain people saying certain things to me? Because you hold a certain light in you that nobody can take. Okay? You have a certain gift in you that is hard to imitate. Okay? You have to really take advantage of who you are. You have to really be solid in your relationship with God and not be easily shaken. I'm at this position in my life right now where I'm learning how to not allow certain words to affect me, especially from people that don't pay my bills, especially from people that don't even have a relationship with me. You don't even know what my life is on a daily basis. You don't even know what I do outside of the work field. What you see is, me using my gift, my light to help souls. And instead of you seeing that as an asset and seeing that as a way for us to work together and use our minds, because I always see like everyone is different and can bring something new and good to the table. Maybe God put me in that position to be the change. Just like God put you in that position to be a change. What you choose to do is up to you. If you choose not to be the change that God wants you to be amongst those around you, then that's your choice. But don't come in here and start stirring things up for those who do choose to do things the right way. I do believe silence is power. And I'm learning to be quick to not speak and be quick to listen instead. And, if someone says things okay, let me use this as an example. So recently somebody at my job, right, compliments me. She's like, oh, she looks at me up and down. She's like, oh, you look cute today. Automatically my instinct and the goodness of my heart and what I am and who I am just automatically said thank you, genuinely said thank you. But then my spirit was like, whoa. But when someone says a certain thing and adds a certain word to it as an insult after they compliment you, like, looked cute today, why don't you just say you look beautiful? Oh my goodness, you look lovely. I love that dress on you. Why do you have to be like, you look cute today? Excuse me, what did I do to you? But you know what? I prayed for her and I prayed within me and I just asked God that whatever feeling that I had at that very moment, whether it's anger or feeling upset because she just kind of complimented me and added a little insult to it, I just said, you know what? I give her to you, God. I forgive her. I said, you know what? A compliment is a compliment. I'm not going to read too into it. Okay. Even though within my spirit, I knew that her compliment wasn't genuine. I just knew her compliment wasn't genuine. So in the work field, you're going to deal with people like that. In society, you're going to deal with people like that. Like, even with men, I have dealt with so many men in my past, in my life, that has always wanted to humble me. Because I'm a woman of confidence. I'm a woman that speaks her mind. I'm a woman that lives by the truth. Like, I don't go looking for anyone's trouble. I don't go using people. I don't like using people. I don't like the fact that people use people. It's a waste of time and effort. If I'm not into you, I'm eventually going to break it up. I'm going to tell you, like, hey, this is not working for me, and go about my business. And I'm just not the type of person that wants to waste her time on things and people that don't add value to me, that don't care for me, that don't show me the same love that I show them. Obviously, I'm always going to have a sense of love within me for you, but that doesn't mean I have to have you in my space, in my life. And that goes the same with people that you work with. That goes the same with friends that you're not, friends that you don't trust anymore. You don't have to keep these people in your life, in your circle. I know how to distance myself. I know how to be silent. I'm learning how to be silent because I have to be silent because I know myself. If you come for me, you don't want to hear what's going to come out of my mouth. So I'm learning as a child of God, I don't have the right to just say whatever. Okay? I don't have the right to just speak and say whatever to people. I have to think before I speak. I have to speak with wisdom and knowledge. Okay? And if you give these people so much of your attention, they are winning because you're giving them time. Don't give them that time and effort. And as a person who's gifted with discernment, you're going to be able to read certain body language and let you know that, hey, I gotta stay away from that person. She's trouble. He's trouble. It's unfortunate that, being a beautiful person, it comes with a whole lot. And sadly, you're not always going to have people who like the fact that you are very beautiful. And I'm not just talking about beauty from the outside. I'm also thinking, and I'm also saying beauty from within. I think when you have beauty within you, oh man, it's a problem. Okay? It's a problem because you have people in this world that don't do things by the book. They don't care to do things by the book. They just want to do sloppy work and keep it moving. And when they come across people who are structured and, they are brought up well, they speak well, carry themselves with so much grace and, confidence, it's a threat. It's a threat to them. And I can never understand why. But it's not your place to, though. It's not your place to try to understand or dissect or figure people out. It's your place to do what God has called you to do on this earth. And just know they don't have power over you unless you give them power over you. And I have learned to embrace my beauty within and let it shine in. And that should give you even more courage to letting it shine even more. In the midst of your enemies, continue to do good. Be the example that they never had of what it is like to actually be a good person on this earth. Okay? You're not here to please them. You're not here to be friends with them. Just know that you're doing something good, and the fact that they feel like you're a threat is because the devil feels like you're a threat. And he wants to put people in your way to distract you from your path and your walk and to I see people who feel like they want women to suffer, pretty women to suffer, is because they feel like you either don't deserve to be where you're at because you're beautiful, or they feel like you don't deserve to be where you're at because you didn't earn it. And not only that, they feel that you don't know what you're doing. And the part that really gets me is before I even speak, people already judge me and feel like I don't know what I'm doing, like I'm not smart. And then when they get to know me, they get to see like my gifts and see what I'm doing for those around me, they're like, oh, okay. And I start speaking facts and what I know, and, you know, actually putting effort, you know, and putting my passion, you know, in everything that I do. They're like, oh, she's really good at what she is doing. Like, you can tell she's got years of experience. Yeah, I don't play about my gifts. I don't play about my purpose. I am the type of person that wants to do good and be the few people left on this earth to make a difference. However, and whatever that takes for me to do so. And when you are that type of person that has that mentality and you think that certain way and you think like that, obviously there are going to be people that will come into your life and try to shut that down. You're going to have a lot of people that will come into your life and try to lie on you, gossip on you, try to prove to others that you're not who you say you are because you have manners. They want to find a way to get you angry, get you sad, defeat you. I don't get it, but humans are weird. We are a really weird set of people. And there are people out there that would do anything to get your position, to take things away from you. And that's where jealousy and envy comes from. That's where jealousy and envy comes from. You're going to have people, if they cannot take it from you, they are going to find other ways to bring you down or make you feel like you don't deserve where you're at in life. How people feel is not your problem. What they think is not your concern. Keep living your life through God. Keep shining. You know, keep being pretty inside and out. Keep spreading love and being good and doing good. Keep being everything God called you to be, and keep believing what God says you are. And not only believe it, live it, be it, and make sure it's in here 24/7. If you have to recite it to yourself, do so. If you have to put scriptures to remind you of your worth through God, do so. You are deserving of everything that God has put you and placed you. You are deserving of the position and success that you're getting right now. You are where you're meant to be at the moment that you're supposed to be. And nobody can take that away from you. You are who you are because God says you are. And not only that, keep being pretty. Just because you're pretty does not mean you're dumb. Just because you're pretty does not mean you're shallow. Just because you're pretty does not mean that you don't deserve to be pretty.